Well, we're trying to finish the whole futures and forward today, and if you see on the portal, there's a tutorial related to the forward rate agreement, the FRA, and basically, if we finish the PPT, I'm gonna go through this Word file, which is our tutorial. Okay, so this tutorial have 10 questions. Okay, exercise questions. But before that, I'm gonna go through the key points. Okay, so this tutorial have 2 key points. One is related to the hedging strategies. Okay, so for instance, how do we compute the hedge ratio? And then if you are using index, okay, to derivatives to do hedging, how do you compute the number of contracts? So basically, the first half of the tutorial is very similar to what we are going through now in the PPT. The second half actually focus in the computation for gain and losses for the FRA. Okay, so we're gonna learn the new formula. Okay, related to how do we compute the gain and losses in the FRA. So this one is particularly you wanna pay attention. Okay, because those questions now come from the CFA exam. So very related to the forward contracts. Okay. So basically, when we finish the chapter 2, 3, 5 for the PPT today, I'm gonna go through this, okay? Just in case you haven't downloaded that, I've already uploaded this in the portal. All right, so let's continue from last week. So the convergence of forward to futures, basically, we know the basic forward and futures pricing model already, right? F0 equals to S0 ERT, okay? That's for continuous form. Alternatively, can equals to S0 1 plus R to the power of T, right? So in that case, you can imagine that if you save $100 in a bank, and after 1 year, okay, so basically you will get $100 plus the interest, right? Okay, so this formula alternatively would also imply that F0 would equals to the expected value or future value of the ST. Agree? Okay, so $100 times 1 plus R to the power of T would equals to the share price at the T time after 1 year. You guys follow me? Okay, so basically, if you started from today, that's the time, right? And this point here is time T, 0, and this time point here is T. So then that's the price, okay, of the underlines, price of the asset, okay, asset price. You can imagine that from today, okay, so there's a differences between S0 and F0, right? But F0, you standing there today, you're focused would equals to S0 ERT, okay. After time T, you would imagine that S0 then becomes ST, right? And then would equals to expected value of ST. And then this is basically how we focus today, would equals to S0 ERT. So in that case, after time T, this point is what we call as convergence of the prices, okay? Futures to spot. So this means convergence, 收敛, all right? Okay, so at the time T, both futures prices as well as the spot prices after the T periods, it becomes ST, right? So they will converge together. You guys follow me so far? Okay, so no matter follows which kind of movements, eventually at the time T, if there is no arbitrage opportunity, ST would equals to EST would equals to your focus at the beginning of the time, okay, which is F0. Are we okay with that? Okay, so when they converge at the same time, at the time T, we say that there is no arbitrage opportunity. Can you guys follow me? Okay, give you an example. Standing at today, this is today, time 0 is today, okay? If you have $100, and then you say that I'm gonna save this $100 into the bank for the interest rate 5%. So how much would you get after 1 year? 100 plus 5, right? 105. So 105 is your F0, agree? standing at today, you think the future value of this $100 becomes 105, right? And after 1 year, when the time passes by, when you're standing at time t, your ST, when you withdraw the money from the bank, it becomes 100 plus 5, right? So equals to your original forecast F0, 105. And that's why we say no arbitrage alternative, okay? But during the process between time 0 and time t, the two prices of F and S, they were starting to approach together, okay? So until time t, they converged, okay? But there are two conditions you can observe from diagram A and B, right? In diagram A, F0 is higher than S0, right? Okay, this is normal because if you look at the pricing model, you can see that if interest rate is positive, obviously the future value would be higher than the current value, right? If the interest is positive, then you save $100 in the bank. After 1 year, you're gonna get 100 plus the interest, right? So this is what we call contango market. You have to write this down, yeah? Contango. Contango market is a normal market. Normal relation, okay? So standing at today, if you focus the future value of $100 compared with today's $100, obviously F0 will be higher than S0. Okay, so this is normal, okay? Especially in the financial derivatives. In the financial derivatives, mostly interest rate is positive, okay? So as a consequences, F0 equals to S0 ERT, obviously will be higher than S0, agree? Because the interest rate is positive. Okay, but on the other hand, in diagram B, you observe pretty different relation. You find out, standing at today, S0 is higher than F0, which is the opposite to diagram A, right? Okay, so this is not really a normal condition, okay? So this condition is what we call backwardation. Okay, you have to remember these two diagrams relation, all right? So this is the terminology describe the relation and the process of convergence between the F and S. Okay, so how come? Because if you follow, where's my pointer? Okay, so if you follow this original pricing model, as long as the R is positive, S0 must be higher than S0, right? Okay, that's normal here, diagram A, okay? However, diagram B would imply the interest rate is negative, right? Okay, so remember this diagram actually describes what really happened in the market, okay? So it could be possible at some time point, you observe that S0 is higher than F0, okay? And that's normally would appear in the consumption asset. Okay, due to the demand and supply. And this is what we call seasonality reason or seasonal reason. Okay, so what does it mean? Standing at today, okay, today is April, right? And then when do we have mango? Fruit, mango. You see somewhere now, okay, but normally mango will be harvested like in summer, right, in June. Okay, so if you buy the mango today and also compare with the price you buy mango in June, which one's more expensive? April or June? June? Why? June there are plenty of mango, so it will be cheap, right? So today will be more expensive. Agree? Okay. So literally, if you're standing there today, the spot price of mango would be higher than the future value of mango, right? Future, like 2 months later, mango's prices. You guys follow me? Okay, so that's why I say that backwardation relation is normally would happen of the consumption asset because they have different cycle of harvesting. Okay, so if you're standing there today, maybe in the market this kind of product is rare because it hasn't been harvested yet. Okay, but if you're standing today, focus the price, okay, of this fruit in June or July because it's gonna be harvesting. Okay, so the price would be much cheaper even if you predict today. Okay, for the price of mango in June and August. Okay, or July. You guys follow me? Okay. So anyways, come back to here. The convergence of futures to spot prices. First of all, you have to remember this part, okay? Eventually, if there is no arbitrage opportunity, UST would equals to the focus of UST, okay? Would equals to S0 ERT, and finally, it should be equals to F0, which means that, how much you focus standing today. Okay, so that's why we say convergence. They will be converted into one price point. Okay, but the process of convergence is under the normal market, especially for the financial derivatives, because it's follow the pricing model here. The interest rate is always positive. Okay, so in that case, the process of convergence for the financial derivatives will follow. Remember that term, contango market, okay? So that means F0 higher than S0, right? And then compare with diagram B, occasionally it could happen in a consumption asset market, okay? Because of the demand and supply from time to time in the market, okay? Remember this diagram is drawing according to the market quotation, all right? So in that case, when standing there today, the supply is rare, okay, compared with future, then in that case you would observe the spot price of this product today is higher than how much you would focus in the future. You guys follow me? Okay, so remember these two terminologies, okay? They are related to the convergence of the futures to the spot price, okay? Okay, so if that's all right, we will continue. Okay, so here you can see that, as we see that the quotation in the option prices, these are the quotation in the crude oil, okay? So it could be crude oil futures contracts. So you can see that there are various maturity, which will expire in August, September, December, and there are long terms for 2 and 3 years, okay? And then you have an opening price, high price, low price, similar to the quotation you see in the market. And then finally, what you want to pay attention is the price change, right? So first of all, peer settle is price and yesterday, okay? So this is the yesterday's closing price, okay? And then there's the price and today, which is the last set, okay? So that's traded price or last settlement price. The differences will be the change of the price, okay? So basically the change would be 2 minus 1, okay? Which means T minus 1. Are we okay with that? Yeah? So from here you can see that whether compared with yesterday, the price of the futures contract increase or decrease. Agree? Okay, and finally is the trading volume of the contract. So that's a good? Yeah? Okay. Now we want to talk about the delivery. Okay. Delivery normally would happen in 2 forms. Okay, one is physical delivery. The other is cash delivery, okay? So when it comes to cash delivery, obviously, it will be more straightforward, right? You're just computing the differences into the prices and then you are able to compute the gain and losses of the profit. Agree? Okay? And the physical delivery means that if you're going to loan a yellow bean contracts, okay, if you are the buyer, and then you choose to do delivery, in that case, I would actually deliver this product to you, okay? But before the delivery, you have to bear in your mind, in the futures world, remember, 90% or even 99%, you wouldn't call for delivery, right? You would do offset trading, okay? So pay attention. If this is a futures contract, okay, 99%, no delivery. Because if you want to do the delivery, you wait until the end of the contract, okay? But trading of the futures, you will not wait until the end. You will do offset trading, right? 是会提早平仓，对吧？ So offset trading early. Okay, so basically in the futures contract, because they are very standardized, okay, people just want to earn the differences into the prices, so they wouldn't go for the delivery, all right? But the one which will go for delivery normally is the forward contracts, okay? Because it's specialized, okay? So normally it could be possible there is delivery process, okay? This contract that you sign with another party is too specific, so it's very difficult for either buyer or seller to do the offset trading in the forward contracts. Okay, so instead, both parties will wait until the end to call for delivery. Okay, so first of all, remember, yeah, if you own a futures or forward, you have two choices. One is to deliver your products in the end. The other is to close off the position early. That's what we call the offset trading. Remember? Okay. So that's the two choices to close off your contracts. Okay. Now, when it comes to the delivery, as I just said, you have the two choices. One is physical delivery. Again, this would happen in the commodities. 商品期货, okay? And then if they are cash settled, normally it's related to financial derivatives or financial forward or futures contract, right? Because you only just have to compute the differences in price. So basically, cash settlement or cash delivery is very similar to offset trading because you're just computing the price differences, okay? And one pays the other, right? Physical delivery more complicated because if you are the buyer of the yellow bean, I really have to deliver yellow bean to the storage for you to collect, okay? So obviously during this process, it becomes very complicated, okay? And also incur a lot of cost, right? Let's take a look at the explanation. If a future contract is not closed out, okay? Remember, close out means the offset trading, right? 平仓. So if you don't do the closeout before the maturity, it is usually settled by delivering the asset of the underlying to the contract. When there are alternatives about what is delivered, okay, so somebody needs to decide what is delivered, where it is delivered, and when it is delivered. Okay, remember this, the party of a short position choose. So it means that short futures or a short forward party has a right to decide the overall 3 points, okay? What can be delivered that related to the quality of the contract of the underlines. Where it is delivered, this related to the location, right? What is the quality? And when it is delivered, obviously related to time, okay? Remember why the short position has a right, because short position pre-sell the products to you. If I'm a farmer, okay, I'm afraid that in December, if I harvest my wheat, okay, and then I cannot fix the price. So that's why I pre-short the futures today, right? So in the when it comes to the expiration time, maybe December, I'm the one who has the spot position. So remember, yeah, short position in the futures or forward contracts is the one who holds long spot position. Okay, this short position means in the futures or forward. Okay, let me repeat again. For instance, that I'm the wheat farmer, right? And then I know that I'm gonna harvest in December, for instance. And then that's why today I signed the futures with you. I pre-sell to you, right? Short futures. So that means I'm standing at the short position of the futures. Are we okay with that? So in the same time, I'm also the one who has the spot position in December, right? Because after I'm harvesting, I'm the one who has the actual wheat in my storage. Agree? Okay. So by that time, when I harvest, then I have a right to choose where to deliver, what to deliver, and when to deliver. Because it ought to do that about how and when I will harvest my spot position. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, so this is the rule you have to bear in your mind, right? But a few contracts, they are all financial contracts, okay, because they don't have physical existence. For instance, like stock index, you cannot touch it, right? It's just differences in prices. So in that case, you have to do the cash settlement, okay? So like euro dollar is related to exchange rate, right? Obviously, you cannot touch the exchange rate as well. There's no physical existence, just the change in prices, okay? Stock indexes, so they are settled in cash. So this is what we say here, cash delivery, okay? And remember, most of them are financial products, okay? When there is cash settlement, contract are traded until the predetermined time and or then declared to be closed out. Okay, so basically cash settlement is very similar to the to trade off or offset trading. But at the final settlement day, okay, just computing the differences of gain and losses in the prices. So that's more straightforward. Are we okay with that? Okay, so you have to bear this in your mind, right? If you don't call for delivery, you will do the offset trading early, okay? And most of the time, futures contracts will do the close out early, okay? We'll do the offset trading. And forward contracts will then go for the delivery because it's too specific. Both parties will hold this forward until the end of the maturity, okay? And then it depends on your underlines to see whether that you are doing a cash settlement or you're doing a physical delivery. Can we follow this? Yeah? Okay. If that's all right, I'll continue, yeah? So